Yo, what is happening, people? This video, I just want to go over what I believe is happening currently with gold and why we're seeing, consolidation at this point right now. Right, price is going sideways, as you can see in here. Even if we go to the higher time frames, this is the 1 hour time frame. We're seeing low volume consolidation currently within these areas, right? And I just want to give a quick description on what I believe is happening and what I think could happen. And in order for me to do that, we need to look over on this left hand side of the chart, right? This is the weekly time frame right here on the left hand side. And if you take it, right, what we can always do is look at past price action and past movements and understand if that could potentially be happening again, right? And so if you guys just look at current price action here on the weekly and then look at previous price action over here on the weekly, right? What happened if we just map this out, right? So we have 1, 2, 3 weekly bullish candles over here, right? This is the past price action, and they are creating higher highs and higher lows, right? And then you get this pullback bearish candle, which is an inside bar candle. If you guys don't know what an inside bar candle is, it's when a candle doesn't break the previous high or the previous low of the previous candle, right? So this is an inside bar because, like I said, it doesn't break the previous high and it doesn't break the previous low. It stays within that candle. So it's an inside bar. And often, these inside bar candles can give us not a direction or a bias, but it can let us know that a potential spike or breakout is coming, right? Is in the works at some point. So what happened was we had this inside bar candle and it closed bearish, right? Right here, previously. And then the next weekly candle opened up and spiked out of the lows. First of all, if we just look over here on the 1 hour time frame to where that is, okay? So this is the 1 hour time frame right here. So this is the low. So we're looking on the right hand side of the chart now. This is the low over here that I marked from the weekly. It spikes out. So you can see right here, it spikes out. Yeah. Breaks back above and then retests. Look at these rejections in here. 1, 2, 3 spikes down. Okay. Rejections. And then price absolutely decimates to the upside and creates a new high, okay, over in here, breaking the previous weekly high. So that is from the inside bar candle, right? Closing bearish. And what actually ends up happening is we spike out the lows, grab liquidity in here, okay? Grab liquidity from that previous weekly low, because if you take a look at the previous 3 weeks, price doesn't break any of the lows, right? The higher lows. Price is in a beautiful uptrend, creating higher highs, higher lows. And then we spike out, make a lower low, grab liquidity, and then absolutely drive to the upside. And look at this here, right? Look at the move that happens after that. So now let's fast forward. Sorry guys, let me just take a drink. Now let's fast forward to current week, right? Current price action. And what I want you guys to look at is the current higher lows that are being formed, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We have 5 higher lows from the weekly perspective that have been formed in this beautiful uptrend. And also price is creating higher highs, right? We have highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. And then last week, what happened? Same thing, right? We have an inside bar. So what happened over here in this bearish candle, right, with the inside bar, like I mentioned, happened last week with this candle, this weekly candle, inside bar, right? As you can see, this candle that I'm hovering over, the bullish candle, doesn't break the previous weekly highs and it doesn't break the previous weekly lows. It's an inside bar candle, all right? Now let's have a look at that on the 1 hour time frame and let's see what's happening. So now, let me just delete that so we can see the current, the previous weekly low. So what happens is that price has spiked out of the lows again, right, this week. So we can see the low over here on the 1 hour time frame on the right hand side. Spiked out the lows. And again, it's tried to come back up. Same as what happened. Where did it happen? Over here, right? Same as what happened over here. La 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 la. Oh. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did that go? Oh, here, sorry. So same thing that happened here, right? So we had the weekly lows spiked out, but in this case, price closed back above, retested, and then continued bullish, right? Whereas currently, what is happening is price has spiked out. It's tried to come back above, right? But if we mark this out now as a resistance with a zone from that weekly low wick up into there, right? You can see that this level now has been broken, retested, okay? It hasn't closed back above and started to move bullish and retested the zone as support and continue bullish. It's broke above, it's tried to stay above, it's failing, right? And now we're closing back below and it looks like price is trying to continue bearish, right? So if we go off of previous price action, like I said, if we're looking at the weekly chart over to the left here on the left-hand side, if we're looking over here, what happened was price spiked the lows and then continued bullish. This could very much also happen in here, right? We've spiked the lows, we're trying to break back above, and at some point, right, this current weekly candle, if we look at the weekly chart, does not have a top wick, right? It does not have a top wick. It is only Thursday, right? So we've got the rest of today's session and Friday session for price to flip bullish. We do have GDP tonight on US dollar. So that could give us that movement to the upside that we're looking for. And we also have, core PCE price index. We have personal income and personal spending, right? So looking at it right now, it's looking bearish, right? If we go to the 4 hour time frame, you can see price is trying to close above, fails, close above, fails, close above, fails. So 3 attempts that price has tried to close back above this weekly low and failed, right? And then we have a strong rejection and a bearish engulfing candle right here. And price looks like it wants to continue bearish. If we look at the daily, now, right? We've closed below. We had a spike out of the lows right here. It closed below. This daily candle has tried to come all the way back up, right? Rejected, and now it's come back down and closed bearish. And now we've made a top wick for today's session, and we are currently breaking the previous daily lows. So if we think about the previous movement over here to this weekly candle, it spiked out the lows, right? Retested and continued bullish, right? If we have a look on the daily time frame of that previous weekly candle that I showed you guys, it didn't close below once, right? It rejected 3 times on the daily before it continued bullish. If we look at the 4 hour, the 4 hour closed below once, closed back above, and then rejected, right? Fast forward to this current weekly, price closed below, closed back above, closed below, and then this is where price potentially should have continued bearish, right? Sorry, closed back above, and from here, this is where price should have continued bullish. I got that completely wrong. But instead, it's closed above, closed back below, closed back above, closed back below, rejected, and now we're breaking previous daily lows. So if we think about the previous week and this week, we could get a potential the same move but in the opposite direction, right? Based on the current price action that the daily has now closed below, has a strong rejection week on the daily. The 4 hour now has strong rejection and closures below, and we are now breaking previous daily lows in here, right? If we're looking at the daily, we're breaking previous daily lows and continuing bearish, right? These are all signs that now price is going to continue bearish for the rest of today's session, right? Potentially, based off of this current price action, based off of this rejection of these zones, continuation. So this is just a quick little, dive into how I'm currently looking at the market and what I'm looking for today. Like I said, potential continuation sells, price breaking previous daily lows. You know, bearish market structure now, very obvious. If we're looking at the daily, right? All bearish candles. Price is trying to desperately close back above this weekly low. This candle rejected all the way back up and still closed below. This candle came up, rejected, closed below, and now we've made a lower high and we're breaking the previous lows, creating lower lows. So in my opinion, very obvious what's going to happen for today's session. Potentially, unless we spike out of the previous daily lows and drive up. But as of right now, of this current price action leading into pre-London in the next hour and 45 minutes, where I'm going to be looking for trades, I'm going to be looking for sales, right? Very simply based off the weekly time frame structure, the daily, the 4 hour, that's our analysis time frames. And then we go down onto the 1 hour, the 5 minute, and we start looking for entries, right? Because if you look at the 5 minute time frame here, look at this absolute drop off that we've got right here, right? So 5 minute could potentially come up, start retesting in this level, and we could start seeing continuation to the downside, right? So just look out for these things, mark these levels up. Weekly levels, very important. Daily levels, very important. This is how you're going to understand how you can capture moves like this, right? These drops that are happening right now. You guys know that whenever I enter a trade, you've seen from the Telegram, I capture the volume almost every time perfectly. All right, if we take a look at some recent trades, look at the volume right here, right? Look at this volume push to the upside that I caught yesterday. Caught it perfectly, right? And you'll see from other trades that I've taken again right here, capturing that volume push again, right? Again, capturing the volume. Look at the volume, the high volume candles where I'm entering these trades, right? The high volume moves and the high volume candles that I capture. And members are doing the same, right? This is the Discord members are capturing the exact same trades that I am, capturing the volume, capturing the moves. You can see again, look right here, you can see consolidation, lots of consolidation, and then boom, price starts to drop and we capture that move, we capture that volume drop, right? It's very simple. It's very, very simple to do. You just need to know what you're doing, and that's exactly what is taught in the academy and exactly what the indicator is built off, right? And again, look at this consolidation, right? Consolidation, volume, the drop, and we capture it from top to bottom. Very simple. You'll see that all of my trades are exactly like that. We're capturing the move, the volume. All right, and obviously, there's losing trades, there's winning trades, but majority of the time, we're looking at winning trades, right? Always capturing the volume. All right, so that's today's video. Look out for these levels. Always keep an eye on the weekly at previous high and higher lows, higher highs, lower lows. Look at candle closures, look at inside bars, rejection wicks, structure, trend, momentum, right? Look at all these things from the weekly and understand where we could be heading during the current week, right? And then that's when you go down to the daily, you start analyzing the daily and try to understand which days you're going to be able to capture your trades based on how the daily is forming, right? And then you go down to the 4, you look for even, intraday precise entries, levels. Then you go down to the 1 hour, 5 minute, look for your entries. It's very simple, very easy to do. Anyone can learn this. Anyone can apply this to the charts. You just have to know what you're doing. If you guys are interested, come and join the academy. We'll sort you out. Peace out.